In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating how to pan roast a chicken breast to get a nice crispy skin and a moist breast and meat. Now, the trick is you want to start with a 5% brine, which is going to help the breast absorb more moisture and stay moist during the cooking process. So here I'm adding 50 grams of kosher salt, and we're measuring this off of the amount of water that we're going to put in, which is 1,000 grams, and then 30 grams of sugar, and then here's our 1,000 grams of water. So that's what we're basing our 5% and our 3% on, because we're setting the water weight at 100%, just like we would in the baker's percentage, which I have a separate video on. Now I'm going to mix that together, add the juice of half a lemon, and the acid from the lemon juice is going to add some flavor, but it's also going to help to tenderize the breast as well. So we have the brine serving double duty. Now here I'm placing in some airline chicken breasts, and I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap, and tying it with a little bit of a plastic wrap rope will help to keep the brine from spilling over. I'm going to refrigerate for about 12 to 24 hours. Now at this point, after the 24-hour mark, I'm going to cut the breasts out, rinse them under cold running water, and make sure I get off any surface salt, and then allow this to sit in my refrigerator after I pat dry. I'm going to place this on a wire rack and let rest in the refrigerator for about 12 to 24 hours to dry out that skin. Now, if you're in the weeds, you can use a blow dryer to quicken the drying process to make sure you get a good sear, but also placing this in your refrigerator is the best bet because it's going to give you a nice even salt diffusion. Now, when you're actually ready to cook the chicken breast, you're going to heat an appropriate size saute pan over high heat, add in a 50-50 mix of clarified and canola oil, and then watch how I add the breast. See how I'm kind of rotating the breast down away from me? That's to keep the oil from splashing up on my hand, which is kind of sucks. I'm going to cook this skin side down on the stove top for about 3 to 4 minutes or until the skin on the breast is a light golden brown. Now at this point I will not flip. I'm going to actually place the breast in the pan, still skin side down, and roast in the oven for about 10 minutes at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, when you're ready to pull it, you want to just give it a press. It should be relatively firm. You're going to pull this from the oven, and then when you release it from the pan, you'll notice that the skin is going to have this beautiful, even, dark golden brown. The skin is going to be extremely crispy, and at this point, you are ready to serve. I mean, look at how beautiful that crispy chicken skin is. Now, if you've watched our pan sauce videos, you can pour off some of this excess fat. You can deglaze, add some shallots, and make a pan sauce on top of this using a reinforced chicken stock, and I'll link to all the stuff in the show notes, and that's going to give you your nice, beautiful pan sauce to serve with your roasted chicken breast. Now, when we go to cut this in half, you'll notice that the meat looks a lot more tender. The fibers are closer together, and that's because of the brine, and you can actually just kind of see that moisture there. It's not stringy or fibrous. For more information, check out this episode's show notes at stellaculinary.com/CT7. For related video techniques, you can watch our video on how to make an airline chicken breast, how to make a pan reduction sauce, how to pan roast a filet of beef, how to pan roast a piece of fish, and also how to make a basic chicken stock, which you can then reinforce using this method here, and that reinforced chicken stock is then used to make pan reduction sauces as well. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to Stella Culinary on YouTube by clicking our very subtle red subscribe button at the bottom of your video screen.